This is Danny with QuadLugs, and this is a short video on our production battery mount. Let me move this. By the way, this is our newest frame kit, and it's the Mini. Flies very, very good. We'll have more on this really soon. Hope to have this up on the site this week yet. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Okay. This is our production battery mount, and this is how it's going to come. We'll have this brief info sheet here for a while, and it's going to go away. Because it's really simple on how this works. But anyway, you'll get your strap, and we get screws, and of course the battery mount. The battery mount now is that our production part is ready and available. It's made out of reinforced glass nylon, super strong. And these are spacers that are attached to it. These spacers are approximately 11 millimeters tall or long, and they're used specifically whenever the battery mount is used on the tricopter. And these spacers are mounted put underneath the battery mount, and it raises it above the cross piece, the reinforcement cross wood going from arm to arm. And if you've seen the tricopter build, you've seen these used. So these just break off, and they'll break off, and you may have to sand it just a hair bit if you want it smooth on this side afterwards. It breaks off fairly smooth. There's just a very little bit of raised area. And then after you break it off, you break this piece off, and then you have just your insert, your spacer then. And it breaks off pretty clean. You have to use a pair of pliers or a needle nose when you break this piece off of this spacer itself, because it's tough, and it takes a little bit to do it, but it makes a really nice job of it. And we'll go ahead and do one here to show you. That just pops off by hand. And on this one here, you can either do it with a pair of pliers or you can do it with a pair of cutters. But see, you give it a little effort there, and that's just how nice and clean it breaks off. And there's your spacer. And like I was saying, on this right here, you can use a knife actually and trim that off, or you can use a little bit of sandpaper to clean that up. A knife will work on it. There we go, and that's nice and clean. So you do that to the rest of these, and then you'll have a clean motor mount. So we'll go ahead and do that. And as you can see, they come off real easy. And we'll go ahead and trim that. And there you go. And like I said, if you want, you can use sandpaper, and actually it probably does a little bit better job, and it's a little bit easier to use sandpaper. And we'll get this kind of cleaned up. So there's your mount. The screws that we're furnishing, these particular screws here, they're used for when you're using your insert, and then of course your 1/4" screws when you're mounting it straight to your wood, to your pan, or your frame, depending on which kit you're building. Now, what's a little bit different on this one than it was on the 3D printed parts is that, and I was just seeing if I'd cut myself. This will, go through as normal. And the mounting and the Velcro that I put on each side, if you'll watch the quick build guide, the battery mount, it'll still mount that same way. It's all the same. Just the mount is out of now out of some really crazy tough material, and it should last just as long as the rest of the lugs, pretty much forever. So anyway, it goes that way. Now the little bit different on this one is that you can actually go this way too if you want. And doing it this way, you could have Velcro on each side and a piece of Velcro here. And what I've done in the past is that whenever I had it this way, you know, and I had this loop parts facing up, when I had my Velcro here and here, and then I also put the hook Velcro also on the battery in this area, and it helps hold it on too. But anyway, that's it now. It's really nice mount. You're gonna like it. Our KK2 holders are also being made out of the same reinforced glass, and they are here, and we'll be shipping them out also, you know, on all the new orders. And what I've done is that everyone who's bought you know, lugs and a kit, or bought these separate, we're sending these out to everyone, so you'll have the production part, and it's definitely super strong, and it's the QuadLugs way. So you'll be getting these two, and we're sending those out with no cost, and you know, no freight or anything. We're taking care of all that. I want everybody to have the production parts. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe, and please continue supporting QuadLugs. We really appreciate it. It keeps us alive, and keeps more lugs coming on. So we'll see you real soon. Again, thanks very much. This is Danny with QuadLugs.